Everyone. I realize some of you are still eating, at least your dessert, but so that we can finish in time for the presentations to begin, we will get going. It's my definite pleasure to welcome all of you to the 2013-14 East Carolina University Scholar Teacher Awards and Symposium. You'll notice that we are taping this event. Chancellor Ballard, unfortunately, had a conflict today, so he will not be here. But we're planning to take that tape right over to him, along with the program, so I can assure you he'll be aware of the winners and what happened in our event today. This award celebrates the synergy between scholarship and teaching. Each year, outstanding faculty are selected by their colleges for their success in incorporating scholarship into their teaching. At this event, these scholar teachers share with others in two ways: by providing posters, which you see outside the room, reflecting on their work, and then by providing brief presentations, which again will begin following our luncheon today. The Scholar Teacher Awards were created in 1998, so we've been doing this for quite a while. And I thought this morning, as I was thinking about this event today, in a time when we cannot give merit increases to our faculty, and we have so few ways to show our appreciation for the excellent work our faculty do, I'm so glad we can still do this. We use discretionary money for these kinds of events, and we realize the luncheon isn't like top-notch, but we do the best we can, and it's important that we recognize the kind of excellence that we have here at our university. Each fall semester, the academic deans work with their faculty to identify scholar teachers for this recognition. Then the Office of the Provost provides guidelines which have been operationalized in these units. While the selection procedures vary somewhat from college to college, the result is the same. Based on the number of faculty, I want you to understand how that works, the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences and the Brody School of Medicine can each identify 3 scholar teachers. The remaining colleges and professional schools may identify 1. Not all scholar teacher positions are filled each year. For example, this year, the Brody School of Medicine and the College of Allied Health Sciences do not have scholar teachers with us today. Today, we will recognize 10 scholar teachers. Each scholar teacher has invited special guests. Also present are their chairs and deans or representatives and other leaders from across campus. The names of this year's recipients are posted on the Scholar Teacher plaque over here, which is displayed in our Office for Faculty Excellence. And the recipients will receive today an engraved gift in recognition of the honor. This afternoon, as I noted, each scholar teacher will provide a brief presentation. Please note that that schedule is in your program. Before we begin recognizing this year's scholar teachers, just a few remarks. Because Chancellor Ballard can't be with us today, he usually is the one who hands out these beautifully wrapped gifts up here. We've asked Dr. Ron Mitchelson, our Interim Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Studies, to assist with that presentation. So Ron will present the gift after you come up, and then we would like the group, that means the scholar teacher, the chair, the dean, to move over here for a picture. And Sam's son will be taking the pictures on this side, right, Sam? Did I get that right? Okay, very good. All right. We also have a number of deans and chairs with us, and many of them will be coming up with our scholar teachers. As I noted, you have special guests with you, and when I announce each of the names, we're going to ask the scholar teacher to introduce their special guests at the table. That way we can easily identify who has come to visit with you today. You may remember, those of you who have been here before, when I announce the scholar teacher, and when you come up right away, I have quite a list of things to read about you. So if you come up too quickly, you end up standing here feeling awkward. So sort of wait till you think I'm nearing the end, and then come up. I think you might feel a little better standing here and receiving it with your dean and your chair. Our first scholar teacher has actually been named scholar teacher for a second time. That's good. Dr. Matthew Thomas Mahar is a professor of kinesiology in the College of Health and Human Performance, where he serves as director of the Activity Promotion Laboratory, director of graduate studies, and coordinator of the Physical Activity Promotion Master's Degree concentration. He earned his undergraduate degree in physical education at the State University of New York at Cortland, his MED in exercise science and the EDD in physical education with an emphasis in measurement and research at the University of Houston. He joined the ECU faculty in 1993 and was promoted to associate professor in 1998 and to full professor in 2008. Dr. Mahar has won many awards for outstanding teaching and research. Among them are the Board of Governors Distinguished Professor for Teaching Award, Health and Human Performance Outstanding Researcher Award, UNC Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. This last award is the highest university award for teaching in the UNC system. Matt has also been recognized as a fellow by the National Academy of Kinesiology, the American College of Sports Medicine, and the Research Consortium of the American Alliance for Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. He was previously recognized by his college as the 2000 Scholar Teacher. His nomination and selection again this year emphasized not only the quality of his performance, but the value and the regard he places on the scholar-teacher role. Dr. Mahar has more than 90 publications and more than 160 scholarly presentations. Much of his scholarship focuses on youth, healthy weight and fitness, physical activity, and wellness programs. Not only is he an excellent teacher and an excellent researcher, but Dr. Mahar has also consistently demonstrated excellence in integrating scholarship and teaching at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. In the past 4 years, Dr. Mahar has mentored 3 undergraduate research and creativity activity award recipients, chaired 10 master's thesis committees, co-authored 19 research presentations and 2 peer-reviewed publications with students, received excellent student evaluations, and continued his track record of external funding. It's getting near the end, Matt. Oh, yeah. His chair notes that despite all of the demands on his time, Dr. Mahar has never wavered in motivating students to learn by showing his commitment to them and by engaging them in active learning experiences in and outside the classroom. His topic today is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. Matt, will you please introduce your special guest for us?
Sure, thank you. I have 3 members of my family. You just raise your hand if you like. My beautiful wife, Madeline. My daughter Caroline, and my son Tom, and I asked 3 fantastic students in the Department of Kinesiology to join me: Tyler Hall, Emily Pineda, and Lane Reese, and of course my great dean, longest serving dean in the university.
That's right. Let's applaud for Matt. Our next scholar teacher is Dr. Zibwe Len from the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. He is Associate Professor of Physics. Dr. Lin earned his PhD at Columbia University. His work experiences prior to joining the ECU faculty in 2007 included employment at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. Supervision there of an undergraduate's research led to a publication on protection of astronauts in a lunar habitat and radiation measurements. I have always, he says, been eager to transfer scientific knowledge to students through good teaching and to educate developing scholars through research projects. Dr. Lin has continued to mentor developing scholars at ECU. a former postdoctoral research associate in medical physics, describes Dr. Lin as an outstanding role model. Their research collaboration led to publications in 2 journals, Radiation Research and Nuclear Technology. They met daily, the former student noted, and Dr. Lin had no reservation in giving me guidance and suggestions, and he always encouraged me to test my ideas and work independently. The knowledge and skills I acquired when I worked with Dr. Lin are the foundation for my research projects on proton therapy at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Indiana University School of Medicine. Dr. Lin is my role model for being a persistent, dedicated, and productive physicist in nuclear and radiation physics. Another former student praised Dr. Lin's anticipation of potential problems and suggestions of possible avenues to explore as the student continued his research. Dr. Lin teaches both undergraduate and graduate physics courses. In Introduction to Nuclear Physics, he engages students in research projects related to his own research agenda. His students have participated in publications, made presentations in the department, at the ECU Research and Creative Achievement Week, and the North Carolina Undergraduate Research and Creativity Symposium. Dr. Lin has published more than 50 peer-reviewed papers and has more than 3,000 citations. He has also given many presentations at international and national conferences, such as the Radiation Research Society annual meeting and the annual NASA Space Radiation Investigators Workshop. One of his papers on hadron colliders, selected by Thomson Reuters Science Watch as a featured research front map paper. Dr. Lin presently serves as the department colloquium coordinator to ensure that students and faculty have regular opportunities to learn about recent progress in different branches of physics. This afternoon, he is speaking about the integration of physics research and education. Sir. Would you please introduce your guest?
Yeah, I have my guest here, my wife, Laura Yan, and a graduate student from our physics department, Wilson Hawkins, and of course our chair, Dr. Jeff Shinpo.
Yeah. Very good. There's a picture taken. Oh, I don't need to be in. Just do them.
What? Just
do them. That's easier. Dr. Susan McCrae, our next scholar teacher, is also from the Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. She earned the Bachelor of Science degree with highest honors in biology from Carleton University in Ottawa, Canada, the Masters of Science in Biology from the University of Waterloo, Canada, and the PhD in Zoology from the University of Cambridge. She joined the ECU faculty in 2000 and currently holds the rank of Teaching Associate Professor in the Department of Biology. Her chair describes Dr. McCrae as a remarkably dedicated and effective scientist and educator. Part of that dedication is an outgrowth of her own undergraduate experience. She says, "The single most rewarding experience I had as an undergraduate was being invited to join my mentor's research lab. I was afforded the opportunity to participate in research that I helped to design and to which I contributed my own ideas. I was made to feel welcome by the graduate students and fellow undergraduate research students who shared the same academic interests." Paying it forward, Dr. McCrae volunteered to revitalize the undergraduate honors program in the ECU Department of Biology, which included the development of a formal undergraduate honors thesis. Her model and her mentoring of colleagues from both biology and other departments seeking to replicate it have, her chair noted, synthesized her scholarly and pedagogical contribution and extended them well beyond what she can do for students directly. Dr. McCrae's redesigned program has become a great success, already producing 19 undergraduate theses mentored by 15 different faculty members from 7 departments. She serves as cheerleader/publicist and coordinator for the program. Although students have assigned mentors, she also meets regularly with enrolled thesis students to ensure that they are meeting their requirements in a timely manner. In addition to teaching and coordinating the biology honors program, Dr. McCrae is active and productive in her field of behavioral and evolutionary biology. She adds regularly to her substantial catalog of publications. She is serving on the organizing committee for the 2014 meeting of the Society for the Study of Evolution to take place in Raleigh, with ECU as a host institution. Her grants include 2 recent ones from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in support of her research on king rails. This work is focused on aspects of the ecology and behavior of these birds critical to their management and conservation. This grant enables the funded training of graduate and undergraduate research students. Today, she is talking about incorporating real-world experiences into teaching. Dr. McCrae. Thank you. And Dr. McKinnon. Would you like to introduce your guests?
Yes, please. So Jan Holtz is my graduate student and King Rail Chaser Extraordinaire. My other graduate student, Amanda, had to step out, unfortunately, she had a class. Dr. Dorcas O'Rourke is the chair of the Department of Comparative Medicine and the attending veterinarian of the university with whom I work on the Animal Care Use Committee. And my husband, Kyle Summers, Distinguished Professor of Math and Sciences, and my chair, Jeff McKinnon, Chair of Biology.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent. Dr. Bryce Jorgensen is this year's scholar teacher from the College of Human Ecology. He joined the ECU faculty in 2010 after earning the BS in Marriage, Family, and Human Relations at Brigham Young University, and then the MS in Family Resource Management, MS in Human Development, and PhD in Human Development Family Studies at Virginia Tech University. He is an assistant professor in the Department of Child Development and Family Relations, where he has been a leader in engaging students in research related to their studies. Dr. Jorgensen believes firmly in the integration of scholarship into instruction and actively engages his students in research. His study with student Adam Hancock on financial literacy was quoted in the October 2012 issue of Time. The study, which used survey data from 400 college students, was originally published in the Journal of Family and Economic Issues. As reported in Time, students who specifically responded, now listen to this, parents, responded that my parents usually argued about finances were twice as likely to have more than 2 credit cards than those who said their parents didn't argue over money, and 3 times as likely to have a large amount of debt. Furthermore, I'm going to have to listen to him carefully. Furthermore, they found that credit card debt was more closely related to parents arguing about money than to socioeconomic status. Studies such as this are interesting to college students and serve as a great tool for using research skills and critical thinking. Dr. Jorgensen's research interests are family strengths and resilience, family resource management, family finance, spirituality and family stability, and marriage education. He teaches undergraduate and graduate courses in marriage and family relations, theory and practice in family and community services, and issues in family studies. Bryce is committed to public service and engagement and has been named to the Sewire Society from 2011 to 2014. He has won numerous awards to support his study and travel, and he participates actively in his professional organizations, including the National Council for Family Relations and Association for Financial Counseling and Planning Education. Examples of recent or in-press publications appear in the program. On a personal note, Dr. Jorgensen reports that he has a private pilot's license, owns and rides 2 motorcycles, not at the same time, and loves to scuba dive with his wife. Today he will be talking about improving the financial literacy of students. Welcome. Congratulations to you. Could you introduce your guests first?
Yeah, so my beautiful wife, Melanie Jorgensen over there, and then my 2 colleagues, Alan Taylor and Andy Brimhall, and then Dean Judy Sigwa, and Sharon Ballard is my chair of Child Development Family Relations.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Brian. Dr. J. Yukonevich. We just call him Dr. J. Dr. J, as his students and colleagues call him, is an assistant professor of music education in the ECU School of Music and this year's scholar teacher from the College of Fine Arts and Communication. His responsibilities include undergraduate and graduate instrumental music education courses, supervision of student interns, and direction of the ECU concert band. Jay completed his undergraduate and graduate work at Florida State University, earning the PhD in music education, instrumental conducting in 2008, the year he came to ECU. Dr. Jay teaches undergraduate and graduate courses in music education and research. He has served as a committee member on over a dozen capstone project committees and as the project advisor or thesis advisor for 3 students. He mentors graduate conductors and high school students through many workshops and performance evaluations, and he also works with the North Carolina Music Educators Association Conference in providing clinics and information sessions, such as Young Professionals Clinic, preparing for college interviews, and judging marching band, concert band, and other music events and contests. Jay is active in research in addition to his creative activity in music. He has published in numerous journals, including the Journal of Music Teacher Education, Psychology of Music, and the Journal of Research in Music Education. He has made presentations at numerous state, national, and international research symposia. Today, he will present Examining the Influence and Development of Social Intelligence on Effective Music Teaching. Welcome. Would you like to make your introductions?
Absolutely. My guests, my wife Juliana joining us, and music education colleagues, Dr. Cindy Wagner, Dr. Greg Hurley, our director of the School of Music, Chris Olfers, had to leave.
Oh, I wondered where it was.
And with me right now is my department chair, Dr. Michelle Harrison.
Okay, congratulations. Right over this way. Hey, Michelle. Dr. Nicholas Rupp is an applied microeconomist with a national reputation in the area of economic analysis of airlines. Well, we need you right now. And with notable contributions to the economics of charitable giving and the scholarship of teaching and learning. He earned the BA in economics at UNC Chapel Hill, the MA in applied economics at UNC Greensboro, and the PhD in economics at Texas A&M. In 2001, he joined the ECU faculty and is an associate professor in the Department of Economics. Dr. Rupp is an influential scholar in the profession whose articles are widely cited, 442 citations in the past 5 years, with 10 articles cited more than 10 times each. His research has appeared in 2 of the top 5 journals in the profession, Quarterly Journal of Economics and American Economic Review, and in 4 of the leading specialized field journals. He is repeatedly asked to referee journal submissions and grant proposals and to organize sessions at national and international conferences. His chair describes him as an active scholar whose rate of output has steadily increased in recent years. His chair says Nick is more than a scholar. He is a consummate teacher as well. He has taught microeconomics courses at all levels, from introductory through master's, and courses at both the intermediate and advanced levels. His courses are models in organization, and his teaching exemplary in clarity and consistency. He uses his research to illustrate and illuminate the analytic concepts he is teaching and their manifestation and application in the real world. His teaching is a major source of attraction to new majors in economics, and he willingly takes on these new students as their academic advisor and mentor. Nick has also played an important role as mentor to his junior colleagues. He is highly collaborative, sharing his research ideas and skills, particularly in the area of experimental economics and working with very large data sets. His particular strength lies in bringing to students a deep and lasting understanding of economic principles, economic analysis and its results, using his own research to illustrate and clarify that material. Dr. Rupp's study with colleague Andrew Grodner, entitled The Role of Homework in Student Learning Outcomes, Evidence from a Field Experiment, was published in the Journal of Economic Education in May 2013. His presentation today will address this important topic. Dr. Rupp. You get to introduce that whole array of women.
So I've got my family here. My wife Karen, and then my twin girls, Madison and Courtney, and Jenna and Meredith. So I had no room for any of my colleagues at my table. I filled my family.
Congratulations. Why don't you get your picture taken with him, Ron? He's missing his chair
My
today.
chair is out of town.
Dr. Erickson.
Thank you.
Dr. Jason J. Oliver is the 2014 Scholar Teacher from the College of Business. Jay earned his BS in Financial Management from Clemson University and his MBA and PhD from the University of Rhode Island. He joined the ECU faculty in 2007 and holds the rank of Associate Professor in the Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management. Jay has also been active in the University Masters of Science in Sustainable Tourism program, where he received the Center's Outstanding Affiliate Faculty Recognition in 2011-12. In that program, he developed the required core course on business and sustainable tourism, mentored numerous theses and non-thesis projects, and served in a key role on the faculty graduate committee. In fall 2013, he became graduate program director for this degree. In his home department, Dr. Oliver teaches services, marketing, and customer relation management. In the College of Business MBA program, he teaches a course in sustainability marketing. He engages his students in mastering their own presentation skills using a variety of teaching techniques, including, how do you say that word? Pekka. All right. You might, yeah. That's all right. In 2012, he received university recognition through the Provost Just Takes One initiative. Based on student feedback, he was selected as one of the top 10 professors at ECU who made the most significant positive contribution to a student's education. Jay's primary research interests include customer loyalty and green marketing, with an emphasis on developing strategies that companies can use to persuade different types of consumers to choose green products and services. He says, I focus on non-adopters and on understanding barriers to environmentally friendly product adoption. The goal is to design solutions that apply marketing techniques to overcome these barriers and motivate non-adopters to change consumption behaviors. I am interested in outreach that helps companies and organizations increase the rate of green product adoption, including the adoption of sustainable tourism. In the past, he says, the majority of research on marketing environmentally friendly products has focused on why green consumers, in approximately 5% of the population, buy green products. I am focused on understanding the 95% of the population. Examples of his publications alone or with colleagues are printed in the program. Jay is married to Dr. Christy Ashley, also a faculty member in the Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management. They are the proud, if not exhausted, parents of 2 small children, Juliana and Jonathan. Please come forward. Introductions?
At my table, which I'm sure all of you have heard by now, my beautiful wife, Christy Ashley, who's also in the College of Businesses, Marilyn mentioned. Dr. Stacy Robinson is also there. Dr. Jim Westmoreland, our from Polly, who's helping us out with our kids, and my dean, Stan Akins, and my chair, Scott Salon.
Very good. Excellent. Congratulations, Ken.
Thank you so much.
Little picture here. Hey, Scott. Dr. Anhua Ding is Associate Professor of Computer Science in the College of Technology and Computer Science. After earning bachelor's and master's degrees in computer science from the China University of Geosciences and Nanying University, he continued his computer science studies in the United States, earning the MS and PhD in computer science at Florida International University in Miami. From 2000 to 2007, he worked in biomedical companies in Florida and New York as senior software engineer and project manager. He joined the ECU faculty in 2007 as assistant professor of computer science and was promoted to associate professor in 2013. Dr. Ding's research interests include software design and analysis, distributed software engineering, biomedical information systems, and flow cytometer and hematology systems. He has published more than 50 peer-reviewed papers, many of them co-authored with his students. His scholarship has appeared in such journals as the Journal of Systems and Software, the International Journal of Software Engineering and Knowledge Engineering, and the Journal of Information and Software Technology. Examples of article titles appear in your program. Dr. Ding's scholarship includes his current NSF grant, Software Testing Foundation Tools and Applications, funded at $360,000 for 2013 to 2015. This is the first NSF Research Experiences for Undergraduates grant ever awarded to ECU. In its first summer, 10 excellent undergraduate students selected from universities nationwide participated in tremendous research work in software testing at ECU. Dr. Ding is passionate about integrating his research into his teaching and pursues research and teaching excellence. His chair notes, he has published 6 peer-reviewed papers with his students and chaired 16 graduate thesis project committees. He is an engaged professor, teaching 15 different undergraduate and graduate courses over the past 6 years. Students rate him as an outstanding teacher. Dr. Ding says, I strongly believe that research enhances teaching and mentoring despite the fact that integrating research activities into teaching and mentoring presents a substantial challenge. Integrating high-quality research into teaching and mentoring is mutually beneficial to both faculty and students. His topic today, merging in a seamless blend of computer science, teaching, and research. You've lost your other two here. Would you like to introduce your table?
I have my wife, Chunhua, and my 2 daughters, Zoe and Grace, and my colleague, Dr. Ronnie Smith, and my visiting scholar, Dr. Shaw. And here I chair Dr. Carl M. Hansen and Dean Dr. White.
Excellent. Get your Dr. Stephen Schmidt is an associate professor of adult education and the adult education program coordinator in the Department of Higher Adult and Counselor Education. He holds PhD and MS degrees in adult education from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and a Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. He joined the ECU faculty in 2006 and was promoted to associate professor in 2012. His research interests include workplace training and development, cultural competence, online teaching and learning, and the development and use of surveys as measurement tools. He brings to his teaching and research over 20 years of professional experience, most notably his workplace training and development program for Harley-Davidson Motor Company. Dr. Schmidt has served on either the dissertation or thesis committees of 6 students and led numerous others in independent research projects. He has routinely and successfully employed innovative technologies in his teaching, redesign of course material, and redesign of new courses needed in the curriculum. He encourages his students to explore and use technology in their learning and professional practice. Dr. Schmidt is currently president-elect of the American Association for Adult and Continuing Education. His research studies have been published in a variety of journals, including Human Resource Development Quarterly, Human Resource Development Review, and Human Resource Development International. His book, Case Studies and Activities in Adult Education and Human Resource Development, is widely used. He has made presentations at national and international conferences, and he serves on editorial review boards of several major journals. His dean noted, among the most valuable of Dr. Schmidt's characteristics as a scholar-teacher is the integration of praiseworthy scholarship in his teaching. He is a fine example to our students regarding the active use of scholarship in one's professional practice. Dr. Schmidt has a clear, robust, and vital research agenda that supports his instruction, as evidenced by the coveted Early Career Award presented annually to a discipline, and continues to distinguish himself through his scholarship. His research interests support not only his teaching, but also the strategic visions of the college, single recipient by the Commission of Professors of Adult Education. Dr. Schmidt has already earned a place of recognition and respect in the College of Education and the university. Today he is talking about learning to teach online. Dr. Schmidt. Introductions?
Yep, I have my dad is here from Wisconsin, so he would never go back and forth. And my partner Brad is here, and then my chair Scott Glass, and I don't have a dean, but I've got 2 associate deans. So Dr. Vivian Mott and Dr. Alana Zamboni.
Excellent. Thank you. We're almost right on the button, Dot. I've been trying to talk fast. Last but not least, and anyway, Dr. Pamela Reese is an assistant professor in the Department of Graduate Nursing Science in the ECU College of Nursing. She earned the BSN from Duke University and the MSN and PhD from East Carolina. An ECU faculty member since 2007, Dr. Reese brings to her teaching and research 36 years of nursing experience. That includes 21 years of practice as a nurse midwife and 10 years of prior experience as a neonatal nurse practitioner. She has worked in full-scope midwifery practices and in many healthcare settings. To provide mentoring, Dr. Reese developed a mentoring program for midwifery students enrolled in the College of Nursing online program designed to enhance the academic experience, role socialization, and maturation of all students, particularly students from racial and ethnic minority groups that are underrepresented. This initiative, says her dean, linked current nurse midwifery students to practicing midwives, providing them with an opportunity to connect with experienced practitioners. Dr. Reese received the 2010-2011 American College of Nurse Midwives Excellence in Teaching Award and the 2012-13 ECU African American Award of Excellence. She completed the Chancellor's Leadership Academy in 2013. Her most significant contribution, says her dean, is her work in the advancement of interprofessional education at ECU, a topic that has received national attention as a method of improving health care, particularly for rural, underserved populations. Her research and scholarly interests are in the use of technology in interprofessional education and strategies to enhance interprofessional learning in distance education programs. In 2012, Dr. Reese received a $1.1 million grant from the Division of Nursing in the Health Resources and Services Administration to partner with faculty in the Brody School of Medicine, the College of Business, and the School of Social Work. As project director of enhancing the care of women throughout the lifespan using technology in interprofessional education, Dr. Reese is responsible for developing, implementing, and evaluating interprofessional educational strategies for nurse, midwifery, and third-year medical students who participate together in a web-based learning environment. In November 2013, she and a team of faculty and technology experts provided a webinar for the American Association of Colleges of Nursing on this work. Finally, Dr. Reese is very active in national and local organizations and encourages her students to engage in professional and community service. As president of the Nursing Honor Society, Sigma Theta Tau International, Beta Nu Chapter, she has advocated for creative programs provided by national experts. The programs are well attended by students, clinicians, and faculty. Her session today is about her grant work and its impact. Dr. Reese. Introductions?
I'd like to introduce my husband, Julian, who came with me today, and my dean, Dr. Brown, and my department chair, Dr. Marianne Rose.
Right.
And last but certainly not least, Associate Dean of Research and Creative Activity at the College of Nursing, Dr. Marty Angleby, who has been my mentor all these years that I've been at ECU. I really appreciate you being here.
And that concludes our presentations today. Thank you very much for joining us, especially those of you who are our guests today on our campus. We look forward to next year's Scholar Teacher Award program. We'll keep this one going. Thank you again.